Hello and welcome back to another City Update. It's the middle of March, and this is LEGO City Update number 9. It's been 2 weeks since we've posted any progress, and it's not for a lack of work because we've been building nearly every single day. Truth is, from start to finish, a city video for us takes about 6 hours. That includes removing building pieces and parts from the table, cleaning, dusting, minifig staging, and planning the overall direction and content of a video. Then comes the video and audio itself. We've tried several different methods, shooting from the hip, scripting, working through different camera angles, and honestly, we still haven't found a way that really works for us. You've sent us your input regarding video editing, and it's been duly noted. We thank you for your patience in sticking with us while we fine-tune a video format that we like. But enough with the jibber-jabber. Let's talk about some changes to the LEGO City that we've made since our last update. In this video, we're going to go over the gravel parking lot, updates to our historic town square, our almost finished cafe corner. We'll talk about a rock wall. We will show you where we placed a downtown diner, and we'll talk to you about which modular addition we have planned next. So let's start by talking about a portion of the LEGO table that has not really shown up in any of the previous videos because it just wasn't very nice to look at. It used to consist of 4 plain 48 by 48 light bluish gray base plates. Over the last couple of weeks, we've raised the entire portion of the LEGO table up by 1 brick and 1 plate. We're doing this so that when we disassemble the city for travel, each section is more rigid and structurally sound, and it doesn't crumble in transport. Please excuse the use of pink and yellow and blue plates, as these will be covered up as we expand on the landscape in front of the rock wall. After raising the base plates, we added a ballast for the train tracks. To us, it's just amazing how that changes the look of the tracks. After adding the ballast, we put in a gravel parking lot surrounded by greenery. We're still trying to figure out what colors and building technique we want to use, and this is not the final product. We started with creating train track crossing and then transitioned to a dark tan gravel road using plates and tiles of various sizes and shapes. The gravel road leads to a parking lot. The plan is to create a trailhead and then a hiking path that will traverse the rock side and make its way to our historic town square. Since I just mentioned the town square, let me show you what we've done since our last video. We received another 999 light bluish gray 1x1 tiles, and they now cover more than 2/3 of the town square. We're currently waiting on another order of 999 tiles, which will hopefully finish up the tiling of the town square. This next section will be a little bit more difficult as we will have to incorporate the train tracks into the tile work. Next, you can see that the cafe corner is almost complete. We finished the second floor and added a dark blue tiled roof. We opted for the dark blue tiles instead of the original slope pieces. We think that this adds a nice detail and puts our own little spin on an already great set. There are a couple of details that we still need to add to the outside of the building before we can begin the interior. As mentioned previously, we're also planning on adding an additional floor, eventually, somewhere down the road. Next, let's check out one completed section of the rock wall on the outer perimeter of our town square. If you've been watching our updates, you know that I've been working on this for a long time, weeks and weeks. I'm happy to say that I've finally finished one of the 4 rock walls. This was extremely tedious and difficult work. It took much longer than I anticipated. Each video I kept feeling like I would say, almost done, 1 more week, and that week turned into months and months. We also used an incredible amount of dark bluish gray elements, everything from plates and bricks and slopes and inverted slopes. Maybe at some point we'll do an entire video showcasing the methods that I used for creating this rock wall. Until then, believe me when I say that the mixed in horizontal and vertical rock wall techniques over a large scale requires much patience. At times I even felt like I was taking stuff apart more than I was putting it back together. For now, I think I'm going to take a little break from the rock work before moving on to the next section, even though we can't wait for all the exposed wood on the other sides of the town square to be covered with rocks. Alright, time to move on to Newtown. Here you can see the newest addition to our city, the downtown diner. I think we got really lucky with how well this building fits into this spot. We think it looks great next to the parking lot. This was a really fun set to build, and it is definitely within the top 3 of our favorite Lego modulars. In the coming weeks, we'll be adding the assembly square to our historic town square, which will require some rearranging of our current modulars. Right now, we're thinking about putting the assembly square in place of where the cafe corner is. The cafe corner will move to where the Palace Cinema sits, and the Palace Cinema will be going uptown and be placed next to the downtown diner. Alright, that's it for now. We'll end with a couple of shots spanning through our city. As always, we thank you for watching. We thank you for your comments, your questions, and suggestions, and for your continued support. For now, we're going to get back to building, and we hope to see you in the next video. Until then, brick on.